I decided to relate my conclusion to a spinning pinwheel that depicted the four major themes that I will be taking with me into my teaching career. The four major themes include writing is universal, multi-genre, and I know it's spelled wrong. I apologize for that. Technology, which I found the most interesting this semester, and professional development. Now let's give some wind to this pinwheel and see where it takes us. Now let's take a closer look at multi-genre. Lucy Calkins says, because the forms in which we write become lenses that affect our way of seeing the world, it is tremendously important that we not allow our writing workshop to become a place in which children write over and over in the same genre. Student writers must be nudged to extend their repertoire. As Tom Newkirk reminds us, any system of education that limits children to one genre, even one as powerful as the fictional story, may also limit the vantage points that children may assume. Students already know a lot about different genres. Sometimes they just don't know it when they come into the classroom. For example, I know how to use a computer fairly well. However, it wasn't until I took English 315 that I discovered how to make and create my own thoughts and ideas into movies, comic books, and my very own blog, where I can write, post different medias, and be displayed publicly for insight and constructive criticism. There are a lot of real-world genre writings out there, and it is my job as a writing teacher to supply my students with real-world reasons to write every day. Now let's give some wind to this pinwheel and see where it takes us. Next, let's take a closer look at professional development. Excitement to write comes from the teacher first. If the teacher is excited and enthusiastic about writing in workshop, he or she will be able to get their students excited about writing as well. Donald Graves says, we can borrow skills from any good teacher from our past to improve as a teacher in general, and as a good teacher of writing in particular. Professional development is a chance to learn from good teachers. I can really relate to when Donald Graves says, because of our school's experiences, we left writing behind and adopted other forms of expression. I can relate because I left writing behind because I was never inspired to write in school, and it wasn't until English 315 that gave me a new outlook on writing. I'm excited to be a teacher because I find the profession a very dynamic workplace that will allow me to learn every single day. Through professional development, I will be able to work with co-teachers and develop good teaching habits and be able to help teachers that struggle with teaching. And finally, Donald Graves says, if students had one great teacher of writing in their entire career, irrespective of grade level, they could be successful writers. Be that one writer. And hopefully that's the motto that I will live by when I am a writing teacher in the future. Now let's give some wind to this pinwheel and see where it takes us. Next, I'm going to focus on writing is universal. Taken from the Writing Next article by Graham and Piran, I'm going to focus on the 11 elements of current writing instruction found to be effective for helping students learn to write well and to use writing as a tool for universal learning. These 11 tools can be combined or used individually to promote student writing. Number 1, writing strategies. Teaching students strategies for planning, revising, and editing their writing. Number 2, summarization. Teach how to summarize text. Number 3, collaborative writing. Work together to plan, draft, revise, and edit writing. Number 4, specific product goals. Specific, reachable goals to complete for students. Number 5, word processing. The using of technology for improving writing. 6, sentence combination. Teaching to construct more complex and sophisticated sentences. Number 7, pre-writing. Generate or organize ideas. Number 8, inquiry activities. Analyze concrete data for developing ideas. Number 9, process writing approach. interweave a number of effective writing instructional activities. Number 10, study of models. Read, analyze, and emulate good writing. And number 11, writing for content learning. Writing is a tool for learning content material in all subjects. According to Graham and Perrin, these 11 elements show clear results for improving students' writing. They can be combined in flexible ways to strengthen literacy development as well. Now let's give some wind to this pinwheel and see where it takes us. Next we have technology, and this is what I learned most about this semester. Before this semester, I only used the computer for checking email, writing term papers, and playing games online. Now I create digital stories, surf on educational reading and writing workshop websites, and explore all different exciting genres of writing that interest me more than the plain term paper or fictional story. Noble and Linkshire talk about having two different mindsets. A physical mindset, in that products are material artifacts, tools for producing are physical tools that we manually operate, and a huge focus towards individual intelligence. However, Mindset 2 is considered the more technological way of thinking in that it focuses on collective intelligence and the emergence and uptake of digital, electronic, inter-networked technologies. I learn how to do things by using the internet. For example, if I want to learn how to make an origami bird, I have a couple of different genres to look at for the complete construction of making an origami bird. I can either read a step-by-step direction or watch a video tutorial that breaks down the steps visually for me to see. New literacies are formed by the second mindset, according to Noble and Linkshire, and they see nothing new about doing the same familiar things in the same way, just with digital technologies instead. And they see the history of the contemporary world shifting towards mindset number 2. I would like to end my conclusion with a quote from Lucy Calkins. To teach well, we do not need more techniques and strategies as much as we need a vision of what is essential. It is not the number of good ideas that turns our work into art, but the selection, balance, and the design of those good ideas.